Welcome to today's masterclass. It's going to be short and sweet because I want to show up here and give you the goods on how you can add six figures to your business in 90 days with simplicity and ease. All right. I've got to make it short and sweet because I have a client call coming up in a little bit, but I wanted to get on here really quickly and give you the goods. I'm going to actually share with you 5 key things for you to focus on. Again, so that you can add six figures in 90 days. Actually, you can do it in less. Okay. And the most important thing here is that you're going to be able to do this with simplicity and ease. That's what I love to show my clients how to do, because typically the people that I work with have worked really hard for too long, for too little, and now it's time for you to give yourself permission to receive more of what you desire without having to work yourself into exhaustion. Make sense? All right, let's get into it. So the first thing that you're going to need in order to add six figures to your business is you've got to have an offer that is based on your zone of genius. So this is an offer that you basically know that you can deliver with your eyes closed. Why? Because this is going to allow you to have the confidence that you can deliver results over and over again. This is what's going to help you release any resistance that you might have to being more visible. I cannot tell you how many successful coaches, healers, mentors, and the like will come to me, and one of the pieces of resistance when it comes to making more money, not even charging more, which we're going to talk about in a second here, but when it just comes to making more money, to allowing more clients into their containers, one of the things that stops them is this fear that they're not good enough. It's this fear that they're fraud, that they're going to be found out as a fraud, right? This fear that, they're going to find out that they're not as good as they think that they are. Okay. So you want to make sure that your offer is built around your zone of genius so that you know that absolutely you can deliver consistent results. Okay. The second thing I'm going to encourage you to do is review and or raise your prices. Okay. Now I want to talk to you about this. You do not have to charge more in order to add six figures to your business. Okay. You don't have to do that, but I like to do it, and I'll tell you why. I have a very small audience. And so in order for me to make six figures a month like I do, I charge a significant fee. Now, clearly, I don't just charge that fee because it's the way that I can make more money, right? I charge more because I am really in touch with the value that I add to my clients' lives, right? But I will also tell you that it does make making more money a lot easier. So let's say, for example, you decide that you want to charge $10,000 for like a 90-day program, right? So whether that's group or one-on-one, by the way, you get to decide. So it's going to be a lot easier to add six figures to your business or $100,000 to your business in the next 90 days if you're charging 10K and you only have to sign 10 clients, right? It's a lot easier to do that than it is to sign, let's say, 1,000 clients into a $100,000 offer. Not 1,000. I think 100 clients into $1,000 offer would also be six figures, right? Now I sell $100 master classes, for example, on things like pricing and some marketing, but I make a couple of bucks a month selling those programs. I make the bulk of my money selling my $10,000 to $100,000 programs. Okay, so I want you to think about things from that perspective. You've got to really, again, this is not just about adding a zero to your package or your price, right? This is about you really getting intimately in touch with the value that you add to your clients' lives, because that's what's going to give you the confidence to actually show up in the marketplace and allow yourself to receive those sales over and over again. Okay, so the third thing that you're going to need is to learn how to communicate your value powerfully. This is huge. There are so many options in the marketplace. There are so many coaches, healers, mentors, consultants, and the like in the marketplace. You probably already know this, right? So many people will come to me and they're like, how am I going to sign my people if there's so many other people out there who are basically doing something similar? Well, the first thing I want you to recognize is nobody is like you. There's only one person in the entire world who can deliver what you deliver in the way that you deliver it. So you are in a category of one. You've just got to own that. And then you have to know how to communicate your value powerfully. So this is about learning how to speak to the hearts and minds of the people who are like your best client. And in other words, the kinds of people who are going to get the best value from working with you, or the most benefit, we should say, from working with you. Because the people that I work with are transformational. In other words, they sell transformation. So their work actually can serve almost anybody, but you don't want to just work with anybody. Right? So you want to make sure that your marketing is clearly articulating the value to the people that you do want to work with. And at the same time, it's also repelling the people that you don't want to work with. This is what's going to allow you to have more people showing up in your DMs or on your sales calls or in your emails, whatever the case might be, ready to buy from you, okay? So you've got to really understand why people should choose you versus anyone else. You have to know that in your own mind and be able to communicate that. You've got to be really clear about what the outcomes are that you can help your clients get and be bold enough to talk about those outcomes. You've got to talk about what it is that you stand for, right? And you've also got to be willing to share your empowering beliefs so that your clients can choose to adopt those empowering beliefs and feel inspired to show up for themselves in the way that they want to show up. So all of those things are communicated through the messaging that you're putting out there, okay? The fourth thing is that you want to make sure that you have a simple, aligned strategy. A simple, aligned strategy. This is key. So many people are not making the money that they want to make. I was one of them for a very long time because you are doing what all the gurus are telling you to do. Those cookie cutter strategies, those things that really feel like they are a complete, the opposite of your personality. Like I've been in so many programs where they would encourage you to do reach outs. I hate reach outs, okay? It's not my personality. I happen to be a projector in human design and I don't know much about human design, but I do know that my strategy is for me to wait for the invitation. I am not the kind of person who likes to reach out to strangers and invite them into my containers. It's not that doesn't work because it works for many people. There are a lot of people making a lot of money doing those strategies, but you have to know what strategy is aligned for you. Otherwise, in my experience, and also with serving my clients, sometimes the strategies that you might be forcing yourself to do are, again, one of the biggest reasons you're not seeing the results that you want because you're not able to show up the way that you want to show up. So much of what draws your clients to you is your energy. And if you're doing things that are not a fit for your personality, they're not a fit for who you want to be and how you want to show up in the world, then that is, number one, likely going to cause you not to show up and do the thing consistently. And even if you do it, you're not going to be in the right energy, okay? So you want to make sure that you pick simple, aligned strategies that are going to allow you to do what you need to do, show up boldly, communicate your value powerfully, consistently enough so that people have the opportunity to pay you, okay? And the fifth thing that you need is to master your energy. This is key. Quite frankly, we talk about a lot of good stuff here today, but mastering your energy is, if you will, the glue that holds it all together. It's almost as if it's the I don't know, the fuel within the engine or something like that. It's the thing that makes everything work, okay? This is one of the things that most people aren't teaching. Well, that's not fair. There are a lot of people who teach it, but I want to help you understand why it's so valuable, why it's so important. Because your energy, like I mentioned before, it's the key to allowing the clients to flow to you easily and consistently. Your energy determines how you show up. Your energy determines the actions that you take and the attitude that you have when you take those actions, right? It determines the type of client that you're attracting to you. So often people think that if they're not attracting the level of clients that they want, that they have to raise their prices or they have to tweak their message. And all of those things can be useful, can be valuable. But quite frankly, you can raise your prices and you can tweak your message and still not attract the right clients. Why? Because if you haven't done the work to master your energy, then you're going to still attract whatever kind of clients you might be attracting right now who are perhaps not the right fit for you. Energy is everything. Okay? So you have to learn how to master your energy so that, again, you show up in the right energy and you allow the right clients to show up and work with you. Okay? This is, again, one of the biggest things you can do. So does anyone have any questions before I wrap up today? I have about 5 minutes left. If you have any questions or you have any comments, I'd love to answer for you. So I love talking about this stuff, and quite frankly, this is the stuff that helps my clients blow their businesses up. I've had clients go from like $2,000 a month to $26,000 a month the first month. I've had another client go from $5K a month to $60K in less than over $60K actually, in the first 30 days, and then the following month she had a $60K day. I've had clients go from 20K months to 50K months and then 100K months. I've had clients do all kinds of things because they've made the moves that I've just shared with you, okay? Really simple, powerful moves. So I'll go over them again, and if you have any questions, let me know. If not, we can close for today. So the first is to create an offer that is based on your zone of genius. This is going to allow you to know that you can deliver your value or the results to your clients consistently. This is going to help you, again, melt away some of the resistance that you might have to being more visible, okay? Because you might have other things or thoughts that come up that prevent you from being visible, but I can tell you that this is one of the biggest areas, okay? So often we're afraid to be seen because we're afraid that we're not good enough, which, by the way, is just a thought. That's a bigger conversation for another day. The second thing is you want to review and or hopefully raise your prices. Now, I'm just going to be honest. When you are selling transformation, I prefer to encourage my clients to charge more. I do not tell my clients what to charge, but when I help them get grounded in the value that they're adding to their clients' lives, when they get present to that, they're inspired to charge the fees that they really desire to charge. And typically that might look like 5K, 10K, 30K, 50K, 100K. Okay? It can be whatever it is that they want it to be, because clearly they're the ones who have to show up in the marketplace and ask for those fees so that they can actually receive it. But the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because it's so easy for us when we are so good at what we do, and the work that we do, it feels simple, right? Because we've done it for so long. It's so easy for us in that position to then undervalue what it is that we want. Now, I am not encouraging anyone who's watching this video live or watching the replay. I'm not encouraging anyone to raise their prices if that's not what you want to do. But if you already have the desire, what I hope to inspire you to do is say yes to yourself. What I hope to inspire you to do is to finally decide that you're good enough, you're worthy to charge whatever it is that you know that your work is worth, okay? So it's worth it to review your prices, to really get intimate with that value that you're adding to your clients' lives, and then give yourself permission to charge whatever it is that you want to charge. I promise you that whatever price you decide to put on your program is insignificant in comparison to the value your clients get, as long as your work helps them get results, right? Like, that's pretty obvious. Faster and easier, by the way, than they could ever do on their own, okay? So the third thing is for you to learn how to communicate your value powerfully, okay? This is what's going to have people's eyes and their ears perking up, paying attention to you. This is what's going to allow you to take up space in their hearts and in their minds. This is what's going to have them reaching out to you, saying that they want to work with you no matter the price. You've got to know how to communicate your value powerfully. You also have to make sure that you have a simple, aligned strategy. Simple, simple, simple. If you like to write posts all day long. And don't take that literally. You don't have to write posts all day long. But I'm just saying that if that's a strategy that you love, then that's the thing that you do. You don't have to do anything else. If you like doing masterclasses, then that's the strategy for you. If you like to do a mix of things, then do a mix of things. But what I'm encouraging you to do is not do strategies that feel off to you, that feel like this is not who I am, or this is not who I want to be. Don't do those strategies, because it's not the strategy that actually creates the results. It's always going to be the energy, right? Which is going to lead us back to the fifth thing that we talked about, which is mastering your energy. Your energy is the key to allowing you to receive the clients consistently, okay? Because no matter what you do, if you don't have the right energy behind it, you're not going to see the results that you want. So those are the 5 things that you need to do if you desire to add $100,000 to your business in 90 days or less, okay? And if you enjoyed this and you want to go deeper, there are a couple of ways that I can help you. Number one, I'm going to put the link to my website, which is powerhouseunleashed.com, in the comment section of this video, okay? And there you're going to be able to access, number one, my free masterclass, where I'm going to walk you through in more detail exactly what my clients are doing to add 5 to 6 figures per month with a handful of high ticket clients, okay? So if you think that 100K in 90 days is something fun, imagine doing that every month. I walk you through exactly how my clients are doing that, okay? And also 5 figures a month if you want to do that as well. And then there's also some self-study programs. So some of those masterclasses that I mentioned earlier, you can find them on my website as well. And I have a masterclass on pricing, choosing your perfect pricing. I have a masterclass on marketing. How do you do the kind of marketing that is going to allow your people to show up in your DMs and ask you for the sale? Yes, even full pay sales. Yes, even 10, 30K plus full pay sales, okay? So I walk you through that in the masterclass. I also have a in the paid masterclass, I also have a home study program that will walk you through creating a profitable business that's designed around your desired lifestyle And then if you want some customized support with any of the stuff we've talked about here today, when it comes to creating an offer based on your zone of genius, getting clear on what your zone of genius is, getting clear about who that's going to add the most value to, and creating offers around that, and then choosing your aligned pricing and making sure that it feels good in your body so that you can show up and you can ask for it confidently in the marketplace. And again, tweaking your message so that you are communicating your value powerfully, and learning how to master your energy so that you can allow yourself to receive sales over and over and over again. And allow yourself to show up as the leader that you want to be and live the life that you want to live, and feel like you are being true to yourself, right? And then making a huge impact on the world, your clients and the people in your clients' lives and the world at large. If you want some customized support with that, you can send me a private message on whatever platform, or on Facebook, since you're watching this on Facebook. And then if you have any questions as well, you can put them in the comment section. All right. And until we do speak, I hope you're up to big, bold things in your life and in your business. Take care.